with Infinity Draft, doing another Gate Crash draft. We got a pretty spicy pack here. Start off, looks like we got an Ogre Slumlord. It's kind of a good card. Brings you some rats into play. We got a Thrall Parasite, Experiment 1. If you're looking at removal, we got a Pit Fight. Kingpin's Pet's also great. So is a Syndic of Ties.
Dust Approach, Keymaster Rogue. They're all fine cards.
I really don't know what to take here.
Yeah, it's an interesting pack. I think either maybe Experiment 1 or Kingpin's Pet. 2/2 flyer extorts is pretty good.
Yeah, it's for me. It's between any of these 5 right here. These are all very good. I guess it's probably a fairly weak one. The importance of 1-drops cannot be understated in the form of 1s and 2s. So Syndic and Experiment 1. I think Experiment 1, Luis.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we'll grab an Experiment 1, see what happens.
And then taking this card, we're not really passing too much more green.
Well.
Alright, so we took a rare out of this pack. Best card, one of the best cards. That's a really good card. I was looking at Sky Knight Legionnaire because 2/2 flyer, haste for 3. It's just crazy.
Also Slaughterhorn.
And Slaughterhorn is like a giant growth.
Keep us in our colors
as well.
I also really like Ivy Lane.
Ivy Lane is also really good.
If you get a few green cards, it can really mess up. Just give you inevitability.
And the True Fire Paladin is a 2/2 for 2 that can get ridiculous if unchecked. So I mean,
we haven't seen any signals yet. Although we did we pass anything Boros? We passed the Syndic of Ties, which can be Boros or Orzhov.
I mean, I think it's one of the Boros cards here, and it's tough to tell which one is stronger.
I am firmly in this camp right now. We could end up Gruul and not have to go Boros because the problem is that the 2 Boros cards both being very good.
All right, go ahead. Because I mean that would leave us open to Simic as well.
Okay.
Simic and Gruul. Yeah, Slaughterhorn's not a bad 3-drop. Okay, so third pack we've got a couple removal spells in the Swing and the Flesh. Both great cards, and then there's the Angelic Edict. So,
and if we're gonna go Simic, you gotta talk about the
Nimbus Swimmer. Really good. I mean,
and this card is just awesome.
Yeah.
And Dimir especially, and it looks like Dimir might be open.
The Nimbus Swimmer is only really good until you get to 5 mana, because
Agreed.
casting it under anything else.
I almost like the Metropolis Spite.
The Metropolis Spite is actually pretty good.
Simic.
What we're going for here. Burst of Strength is also a card.
Yeah, it's really underrated in my humble opinion. I really like your 2-drops.
I think the 2-drop's a good way to go.
You want to do the Metropolis Sprite?
Yeah, we can keep sending black and white signals and hope to get rewarded in pack 2. Okay, so it looks like we're seeing a little bit. Yeah, Crisis is good. Tracer is all right. Wasteland Viper is pretty good. Gruul Charm is a pretty good card as well.
Excellent card. I really, really like Gruul Charm. I don't think it's better than a Drakeling Crisis right now for what we've got. I mean, Metropolis Sprite is not a reason to go Simic because it really very rarely evolves anything. Drakeling Crisis, on the other hand, would be a reason to go full bore Simic. I also really like Wasteland Viper and Gruul Charm. We're still getting these red signals kind of late. And if we were going Gruul, I would be really hard pressed to decide between a Warmind Infantry and a Gruul Charm.
But the Crisis is a flyer, and it does have the trample, and the Tracer is also evasion. But I think here the Crisis is probably better.
Okay.
Wasteland Viper probably could have been a good pick too. And then there was this pack. It looks like a little bit of a miss. The Sapphire Drake is not bad. A little bit expensive.
But you can get there in a Simic because you stall it out long enough to get there.
Other good cards, the Tiger, and I think that's it. It's kind of a dry pack.
I've been really impressed with this guy here because, again, hyper aggressive. You just get those 1-drops in. But the Sapphire Drake, I think, is us.
Yeah, it's a good one of.
Let's do it.
And if we're evolving creatures, giving them flying is pretty good. Alright, so we get past another Slaughterhorn, which is great. Zerto Swine is a great Blood Rush creature. Also pretty good on a turn 5 play. The Keymaster is unblockable.
Especially if you have enough 1 and 2s
And
to just bounce a cheap creature. Also, Agoraphobia is
uh,
fine for removal. It can also be a funky way to evolve some creatures if it's very mana intensive, but it can be done.
I like the Slaughterhorn. It's cheaper than the Zerta Swine. Blood Rush is just as fine. And I mean, it still leaves us open to either red or green red or green blue.
So we're passing the Gruul stuff. We're taking the Slaughterhorn.
I
You
think
think?
so.
Okay.
I think that might be right. I could be wrong. Well, now we're getting past lots of red. Scorch Walker is
Oh man, a
fine.
Daring
That's pretty
Skyjack,
late
a
for that.
Shanktail. What was in this pack? Because these 3 cards right here are all just very good.
Yeah, those are very high picks. Unfortunately, we're not in the white, so I think we still got to ship it. Ember Beast is great. A 3/4 for 3. It's great. It's a great pit fight creature. The Shanktail is also great. The first strike is really it's a thing. First strike is just so hard to get by.
What do you think?
I'm thinking Ember Beast or the Shanktail, and I think the Shanktail has more uses,
Okay.
but they're both pretty good.
Let's just grab it and hedge a little bit Gruul since we've been seeing that Gruul signal.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I think this is a
Yeah, Metropolis Spy is pretty
Martial
good.
Glory.
That's really
Comes
late
out so
for
late.
that card.
Treason
Active
also.
Treason is not bad for aggressive decks.
Take the Metropolis Sprite and keep talking. Oh man, throw a Parasite Wield
And a Death Approach.
and a Death Approach
It's pretty,
Wield.
there's nothing really in our colors here, so we can either take the Furious Resistance, which isn't really a good card, not in what we're going for, or we're going to want to be attacking all the time. Not Watch is fine. Shielded Passage is fine.
Which one? I feel like it's one of these two because they're the 2 best cards.
Let's
in
take the
pack.
removal spell.
Okay. We're gonna be hating that if we get extorted out later.
Yeah. Again, not much in our colors. The Riker is kind of a card. It's not a bad card to play as maybe a 23rd. I think it's definitely better than the Anemones.
Okay, that's fine. Nothing to talk about here. Yeah, this is easy.
Wow, the Executioner swing came. That's incredible, to be honest.
We're not playing it, but we definitely don't want to play against it.
Alright, so here we can take one of these 5-drops. Both are alright. I'm really not sure which is better.
This is better against us. This is better for us.
I'll let you make the pick.
I'll take a creature always.
I think the creature's fine there.
Take the
Yeah.
only one that can be played, really.
Cards that don't really matter now.
That's right. I will pass that garbage. We'll hide our land.
Alright, so we're
Hide our black.
we got a couple nice cards. We're looking a little green blue, maybe splashing that red. So
I don't know.
yeah, we don't have to. I keep that around. All right, you can hide it. That's fine.
We'll see what our curve looks like. Okay. It's not awesome.
So right here, we're probably looking for a little a Cloudfin Raptor or 2. Frilled Oculus is really great in the Simic builds, and so is the Shamble Shark. Right now, we want to fill up as many 1 and 2 as we can, because the faster you can play, the more likely you are to beat your opponent.
And it should be noted that a Simic curve will be a little bit broader than like a Boros sort of rule curve, because of your evolve gives you that sort of inevitability.
All right.
There we go.
The rare, it's I mean it's a fine rare. Just getting to 7 cards is probably not where we want to go. I mean there's some great cards. The Simic Charm's probably one of the better cards in the set, especially for the build that we want. Lots of great red and white cards here.
That's first pickable all day. The Wojak Halberdiers, and I mean this is not bad.
It's not
depending on
bad.
where you are.
Yeah, but I think for us, we have to take that charm and hope to keep getting low drops.
So foily.
Great card.
Lots of Boros stuff, man. Oh well. Grab a Simic Charm.
We did pass a lot of it, so hopefully someone's going to be fighting for it. Rapid Hybridization, pretty good card. It allows you to evolve some of your creatures in an odd way off your 1-drops. Violent Phantom was another great evolve card for the Simic deck. Death Cult Rogue, unblockable, Urban Revolution. pretty good cards. It's
I really like this card. I really, really like this card.
I think the
I don't think you take it over this though.
yeah, the hybridization has just way more usage than the urban evolution. So
And let's hope that we passed hard enough Simic Signal that this can come around. I don't think it does, because I mean,
yeah,
what
the
else is going
pack
to get taken here?
yeah, the pack is semi weak. The Holy Mantle and the Rapid Hybridization probably the better cards in this
We should
pack.
be able to wheel either the Leyline Phantom or the Urban Evolution, but I think that
Yeah. Yeah, having an answer to their bomb or just an early play, pretty good as well.
so you're on the hybridization
I think
here?
we take that card.
I am really torn because I like all three of these. I'll take the hybrid. I'll go with you on this. That's fine.
Alright, Incursion Specialist is a pretty nice 2-drop. Playing 2 spells to make it unblockable is pretty great, and if your curve is low enough, you're more than likely to be able to do that a lot. Other than that,
That's pretty much the only thing for us.
yeah, the Verdant Haven's alright in a splash, but we're not looking to splash. 2 colors is usually stronger, and we do have the 2 black and white removal spells. There is another Shanktail, which could be something we might want to get into. I think it might be the 2-drop.
I think I agree with you. And this deck is looking a little lackluster so far. Let's see if we
A
get.
little bit. There's another Rogue. Mad Cat Skills is not bad. It's kind of late for that. And a Greenside Watcher's a 2-drop, to say the least.
Let's just grab the 2-drop and see what happens.
Um, yeah, I like the Rogue for its unblockable ability, and the Mad Cap Skills is pretty good. We were seeing a little bit of red.
You want to get out of Simic here?
I don't. Eh.
It's looking kind of tough right now.
Yeah, we only have one evolved creature.
There are 3 Verdant Havens. 1, 2, 3 Verdant Havens. I don't know that we'll get any back, but there are 3 Verdant Havens here. Greenside Watcher does make Verdant Haven even better,
That's true.
and this guy here makes us solidly committed to blue. So this is the choice here. Do we go Rogue, Skills, or Watcher, and we hope to wheel Haven
All right,
quickly?
let's take the Watcher. That's fine. I think we might be getting. Oh well, that's pretty good.
This is the signal right here.
Yeah.
Folks, this is your guy. If you're in Simic, you want to have as many of these as you can get a hold of. This guy's fine, and we've already seen. I think we saw another one just earlier in the pack, didn't we?
I think
We
so.
didn't even talk
Yeah.
about it. Yeah. I think we got to take this. That's
That
pretty.
sounds like a good pick
That's
to
pretty
me.
easy. Gee whiz, this guy right here is pretty nuts because you never want to attack into him
Yeah.
because you're gonna lose some stuff.
Aetherize is a great trick.
I'm on the fence on Aetherize myself.
I think it's better than another Snapjaw, to be honest.
Sure,
And it's
sure.
definitely better than Last Thoughts. There is a Bomber Core.
These two things are both playable.
Are we ignoring some red signals here? I feel like we might be.
Yeah, I think we might we might be penalized for ignoring red signals here. But you know,
Aetherize is still a strong card, and we're definitely playing blue, so
let's grab it, see what happens. We may not play it, whatever. Oh, gross. We were definitely ignoring red signals.
yeah, that's a really late Kingpin's pet.
Yeah,
And
and act of treason.
Act of Treason.
We've got to take this poopy Millennial Gargoyle here. I think that's basically the only thing for us. And let's not talk about this pack anymore. Okay.
Well, Spire Tracer's a nice 1-drop.
Again, we're prioritizing those low drops, right? To try to get in some beats.
It's a great rapid hybridization target as well.
We don't have any evolve really right now. We have this guy and
the Croconera, yeah.
So you know, like this is okay if we get something to go on it. You know, like this guy's just a 2/3 for 3. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. The Bioships is an alright card. Not enough evolve to
Right.
make it.
And I think we're gonna wheel one from an earlier pack.
Yeah.
Or this one. I don't think we'll wheel this one because this thing is. Oh wait, we're not wheeling anything out of this pack except the planes.
Right.
So
Alright, so
we have clearly missed the boat.
yeah, the red signals are definitely coming by.
We're just gonna take those.
Let's take the 2-drop. That's
I
fine.
just hate that clean out.
Let's keep our red open. We might be able to splash it.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we see a
I think the best card is the Primal Visitation.
okay.
We could take the Naturalize or the Transport. The Thespian stage is not that good.
Cool and Commander, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
And we're not really. I don't think we're a transport. Let's just take a sideboard card.
Okay. How many creatures do we have?
We got 13 out of 16 picks right now.
That's not awful. Okay, here I think the NASCAR Commandos is the only playable card. Horror of the
Yeah,
Dim is just poop.
yeah.
Just pure poop. Let's hope this third pack gives us a little bit of a reward.
Let's go ahead and show some of our red, because we might be going that way. Let's take this card.
I just don't think we are, dude. We've got a Skin Brand Goblin, a Viasham Shanktail.
Well, I mean, we were seeing the signals. Had the black. Hide. Yeah, I'll take that.
Good for us. That's a good signal.
That's a great signal. Alright, so we opened the Sacred Foundry foil. That's money. There's a Burning Tree Emissary, great 2-drop. Allows you to play, especially in the 4 slot.
Simic also really likes that Spell Rupture, and again, another Slaughterhorn.
Yep, and there's the Ember Beast, there's Slaughterhorn.
There's just nothing to really make me not want to take that Sacred Foundry just because it's a guaranteed few ticks. And you know what? We're budget players. So
Yeah.
taking the Sacred Foundry is
I mean, we're not passing too much.
guaranteed 3 tickets at least. And I don't know if the foil one those hard to get rid of.
I don't think so. They should be. I always thought foil was worth more, to be
Okay.
honest.
Well, let's do it. I don't care with taking the Foundry.
Pass
Past that gruel butthole Slaughterhorn.
that.
There's a Simic Guild
This.
Gate here to talk about. Also, a
There's
Spell
a
Rupture,
Guild
Burst
Gate,
of Strength,
Burst
Spire
Strength.
Tracer. Spire Tracer. I don't. Stolen Identity, I guess, is the thing. You want to
Again,
try to get there?
it's kind of expensive. I like.
Put
I
it on a
think,
Spire Tracer.
yeah, that's true. Then we copy. We're not copying anything good on our side. Maybe their side. I think maybe we might grab one of these. And I think the Burst of Strength in this deck is particularly stronger.
I just really happen to think if you take the Stolen Identity here, we're going to get a Spell Rupture, a Burst of Strength, a Spire Tracer, or a Guild Gate. And all of those are ones that we would play if we got.
So you think we should take the rare?
I do.
And yeah, okay, we can try it out. Ground Assault's a
Holy crap.
great removal spell, which we are lacking of. Sinnoh Elemental also pretty nice.
I'm still going to be on the Drakeling Crisis.
And there's the Crisis. If we're sticking to our blue-green, this is the pick. If we're gonna try to splash that red, then we want this card, but this is tough.
I think it's the Crisis, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. I think
I
that's
think we've let that ship sail long ago, unfortunately, because clearly we were in the wrong colors.
alright. Disciple's a good 2-drop. Pit Fight is the removal
That's the
spell
one we're looking
we
for.
want. I mean the mutation's alright, and we've got some good red cards.
Mutation can win you the game.
I think we might be more of the removal
But
here.
I think we might need it. Especially because we have some Slaughterhorns to pump some stuff and then Pit Fight.
Yeah. So we might have missed a little bit of the red.
Which hurts me because I really love Gruel.
Yeah. Definitely think someone was,
The Crisis.
or maybe not. I don't understand. Maybe they're just taking all the Shamble Sharks,
Yeah, we didn't get any Dagon Shamble Sharks.
and we're just going to take all the Drakewing Crisis.
Fine.
So, okay, let's go back to hiding the red.
Wow.
Alright,
Cool, we'll take it.
well, there's another Experiment 1. There's the Burst of Strength. The Scatplan Charger's great. Leyline Phantom, maybe not so much anymore since we don't have too much Evolve. I guess we could take the 1-drop.
I would love it.
Something to be said about this card as well.
It does slow things down. It doesn't get off the works.
We don't have a 4-drop creature. Well, Burst of Strength is also great. Maybe we get the one that we passed. Maybe not with the way the Simic looks like it hasn't been open. But yeah, this is probably the pick. And then there's this pack.
We can either hate a Smog Elemental or take a Wildwood Rebirth, which I don't think we'll play. This is tough. What do we have up there? 22? I mean, we could take the Wildwood Rebirth to reset some some Blood Rush, or I don't know.
It's
We don't really. This murders all of our Drake-wing Crazies.
yeah, that's true.
Let's,
Well, I think that's probably a fine
let's
hate.
let's just take that turd. Yeah, this is a great time
So
to take Leyline
yeah,
Phantom.
it's not bad.
You only really want one of those.
So Spell Rupture did come back, and we've already got a naturalize. So
Snake that.
now we could take either the Bioshift or hate one of the white cards.
I think I'd really rather have this just in case we want to board it into two.
All right, take the Keyring.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's see what this next one is. See what else we get back. Come on, versus strength. We just got a one up.
We're gonna need it. Um, we either take a last thoughts or I just charge. I mean, this isn't bad to draw a couple cards, but it's kind of
It just doesn't make the deck, does it?
yeah. Oh well, I mean, sideboard, I guess. Um,
Take the playable.
yeah, we'll hit the ruffian. So we're looking at two cuts here, and this is probably one of them,
Ooh, Merfolk of the
and
Depths.
that's probably also another cut.
Good lord.
The Sapphire Drake maybe, but I like its flying. I think we cut one of the 5 drops, and then we've got a deck. I'll leave you to that.
Alright. We'll pause it. Come back when deck building starts.
Alright, so this is how our deck could look like. 23 cards we got here. 17 creatures. I'm gonna go ahead and pull down our spells. So we've got a couple removal spells. The Simic Charm, which is great. Spell Rupture isn't bad in these types of decks. The Aetherize could be talked about, and the Stolen Identity as well. The 17 creatures, I think, is where we want to be. I mean, I'm not too sold on our top end, but they are not bad playables. As far as our spells go, I think they're all pretty good as well. Looking at our sideboard, don't really see too much which could be could be made an argument for being the main deck. Riot Gear is a little bit slow when we want to be playing lots of creatures. Early Merfolk is too unexciting to be a 6-drop, and don't really need another Spell Rupture. Last thoughts is I have no idea who this guy is. Um, Again, a card maybe that we don't want to play at 4. I think Aetherize is a lot better, although we will probably be tapping out most of our turns. So this could be a card to be cut, but I'm just not sure what's better than it in our sideboard. Maybe a Last Thoughts with our two Metropolis Sprites, 3 Drake-wing Crazies, and the Millennial Gargoyle that could be talked about. I think Stolen Identity might be good in this deck just because we do have some evasive creatures. But these are just tokens, they're not actual you don't get to steal anything. So that's also something to be thought of. This is really tough. I like the Earthrise. I just don't know if it's good in our deck now. But I don't want to really play anything over it. The only thing I would side in would be a Last Thoughts. Um, and that maybe that might be good with the evasive creatures we've got, since we did not get that Urban Evolution. I mean, we do have a couple tricks and a counter spell. This is a sorcery, which makes it that much worse. Hmm. We'll probably be tapping out each turn, leaving up mana is just probably not going to be good for us. You know, I'm going to try the Last Thoughts. I mean, drawing cards is pretty good, and we might be able to get 2 cards off of it as well. But it's not a great card, but maybe in this deck it could see some use. So let's add our lands. Don't need the red. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 green. So I guess we'll go one more on the blue. Alright. So we'll see you in round 1.